Okay, folks, it is Friday, and we've decided we're not going to do 6-2 notes. We want to do some practice questions. We don't want to do them, but we're going to do practice questions on the ACT instead of actually doing notes today. So we're just going to start. This is test form 1944A. So those of you who I have made a copy of, 1944A, this is that test. We're going to go through some of these test questions. Here we go. Number 1. Daniel, Arthur, Carlos are responsible for bringing marshmallows to a party. Daniel has 1 3/4 bag, Arthur has 4 2/3, and Carlos has 3 1/2. How many total bags of marshmallows do they have? What are we doing? Common denominator. Okay. Okay, so we've got a 4, a 3, and a 2. What shall we do? 12s, okay? So 1 and we have to multiply by 3 to get it to be 12, right? So that would be 9/12 plus this we have to multiply by 4 to get it to be 12, so 4 and 8/12 plus multiply by 6 to get it to be 12, so 3 and 6/12. Add the whole numbers, 1, 4, 3, how much is that? 8. And 9 plus 8 plus 6. 23/12. 23/12. 23 divided by 12 is 1 and 11/12. So 9 11/12. D. That was hopefully less than a minute, right? A minute per question. That was hopefully less than a minute. Number 2. A travel agent's daily commission during 1 week was $60 on Monday and Tuesday. Monday, Tuesday, $60. 90 on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 90. What is the agent's average daily commission for these 5 days? So did she make $60 on Monday and Tuesday? All right, 2 times 60, 3 times 90 divided by 5. That's easy. 120 plus 270 is 390 divided by 5. $78. That was way less than a minute, right? These are going to be the questions that save you time, as long as you read fast, okay? Find the value. I'm seeing an equation. It says find the value of 6, 3. What does that mean? Plug 6 in for x and 3 in for y. Don't use a calculator. 5 times 6 minus 2 times 3 squared. All right, 5 times 6 is 30. We square it first, so that's 9. 2 times 9 is 18. What's 30 minus 18? 12. C. That's 2 C's in a row. Well, H is kind of like C, but. All right, good. What is the least common denominator of the fractions 27, 18, and 10? How do you do this? Do you have a strategy for this? I start with the biggest number, and I go 27. I know 10 doesn't go into 27. Then I go up from there, and I go 54 is up from 27. I know that that's not divisible by 10. So I go, the next one would be, what, 81? Okay, not divisible by 10. Then I go, what, 108? Not divisible by 10. Next is 135, not divisible by 10. Then I go 1, is it 270? Yeah, I bet 270 is the, well, okay, this is stupid. Look at the answer choices. That's not going to be it. That's not going to be it because it's not divisible by 10. So look at this is one where I would work backwards. Start with 270. Make sure that that's divisible by all 3 of them. And if that's true, then that's your answer choice. That was stupid. We should have worked backwards. Okay, whatever. Number 5. In the figure shown, these 2 lines are parallel. ACDE. It says AD and BD are equal. So AD, this length, and DB is this length, so those are both 16, yeah? D and E are on A, B, and BC respectively. AC is 14 and AB is 32. What is DE? What's the length of this guy right here? Okay. Okay, this one you could do wrong. You think it's 7? It is 7, actually. So 32 is this length. This is 16, right? Like, do you see what I'm saying? Like this guy right here, that overall is 32. This guy right here is 16. If this is 14, then this guy would have to be 7, right? 7. Okay. Okay, you should blow right through these questions. We're adding. Okay, these are matrices. Do you know how to add matrices? This guy plus this guy is how much? 5. I'm down to 2 answer choices now. Let's go 3 and -2. That is 1. Okay, let's go, just to the last cell. The only difference between these two is the last cell. So let's look at the last cell now. 8 and -4. H. Okay, blow right through those really, really fast. All of the 100 seniors at Jefferson High School are enrolled in either calculus, statistics, or both. Okay, this sounds like one of these. Calc, statistics, this is both in the middle. 75 seniors are enrolled in calculus. 50 are enrolled in statistics. What is the probability that a randomly chosen senior is enrolled in both calculus and statistics? Okay, now, 75 and 50, if you add those together, is 125, yeah? But they say there's only 100 students, so how many are double counted in the middle here? 25. Do you see how that works, right? Okay, so what is the probability the randomly chosen senior is enrolled in both calculus and statistics? How many are enrolled in both calculus and statistics? 25 out of how many? 100, which is 1/4. You see how that works? Yeah? Okay. Yeah. Venn diagram for that one. No to use a Venn diagram for that one. All right. 8. Otto works as a salesman along a popular beach. He sells beach balls for 17 and bags of cotton candy for 4. Every day he travels along the same beach and a fisherman gives him a $2 tip. Which of the following expressions represents Otto's total income in dollars if he sells B, beach balls, and C, cotton candy on a given day? Which one? Is it K? K and H look the same. Well, which is which? B and C are switched around. 17 for the beach balls, 4 for the cotton candy, so it's got to be K. Yeah. Good. Okay. What are the solutions to, this is so easy. They already have it factored down for you. What are the solutions? How do I figure out the solutions when it's already factored down for me? 3x minus 4 equals 0. If I add the 4 over, 3x equals 4 and divide by 3, 4/3 is one of my answers, and it's positive 4/3. So now I am down to these 2 answer choices. All right, if I subtract the 2 and divide by 5, which one is it? Subtract the 2 divided by 5 would be negative. Yep, D. Nice. These are really, really, really fast. Really fast. What's up?
Can you put that on the cap? No.
That one?
This whole thing. I couldn't get it. I didn't do anything.
Okay.
No
First of all, what I would do is no. You're fine. You're right that this is 34 over 40. But figure out what that is as a decimal.
Oh, so then
Like,
I should just do
like
that
make it a
first?
decimal first.
Oh, so that'd
Make
be
this a
easier.
decimal first. And this is times, not subtract. So this
No, it
decimal
says
times this
subtract
decimal.
1, though, I thought.
No, that's what Q is.
Oh,
To find Q, you
so
subtract
just
from P.
times 1.
So 34 over 40 is 0.85. So this guy's 0.85. Q would be 0.15.
So then
Yeah.
times 1,
No,
like before, or
No.
you already did that?
no, I already did that. I
Okay.
already subtracted 1 from 1, right? 1 minus 0.85 gives me 0.15. That's what this guy is. Okay, same thing here. 92 over 106
Can I go package candy?
is, 0.87. 0.87. Okay, so then 1 minus 0.87
Actually, Matt, these are way quicker.
is,
I thought you said
0.13.
times the 1.
what?
I thought you said multiply the 1.
These are multiplied. This guy and this guy are multiplied. 0.13. There you go. And it's the square root of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay,
So I
so
do that over
2.575 times square root fraction plus fraction. Okay,
Alright.
there you go. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, number 10. Are we ready for 10? They give me a graph. The graph below shows the number of sales for 3 different motorcycles sold in 2018 and 2019. The sales of Model A remained the same. The sales of Model B increased by 400. And this is which one? Number sold. The graph shows sold in 2018. Okay. So sales of Model A stayed the same. So 300 and 300. 600. It increased by 400, so now we're at 1,000 for Model B. The sales of Model C decreased by 200, so this is now 800. Which of the following is closest to the difference of the Model A sales given as a percentage of Grant's bike total sales for blah, 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 blah. Oh, heavens. Oh, man. So, add the B's together. What's 300 plus 1,000 plus 800? 2,100. That was Model... Oh, okay. Model A sales given as a percentage of Grant's bike total sales from 2018. Okay, so Model A sales is 300. Whoop. 300 over 2,100 in the second year, in 2019. We had 300 for Model A out of a total. In 2018, it was 300 over how much? 300, 600, 1,000, 1,900. Okay. What is 300 over 1,900? 300 divided by 1,900. This is 15.8%. And 300 divided by 2,100 is 14.3%. So what did it do? From year 1 to year 2. 15.8% to 14.3%. G, 1.5 down. Yep. That was confusing, just the wording of like what they're asking for. That was confusing. They're asking specifically for Model A in comparison to the total. So what percent is Model A? And then what did it do from that year to the next year? That was a lot. That's just trying to slow you down. That's a slow you down problem. Not really a hard problem. All right, volume of a sphere. Hey, geometry. Volume of a sphere, 4/3 pi radius cubed. They just put the 3 on the bottom. Where R is the radius of a sphere, what is the volume in cubic centimeters of a sphere with a diameter of 8? That means the radius is 4. And 4 goes here. And they don't want you to multiply the pi through. So 4 cubed is 64 times 4/3. 4/3 times 64 is 216
Is
over...
Valerie in there?
Yes, she is.
Could she come to the office for a minute, please?
Yep. I think it's 256 over 3. Is that true? Yep. 4 times 64 is 256 over 3. Don't multiply the pi through. That was not that bad. All right, 12. Mrs. Arthur just hosted a fundraiser for a local charity last week, and she needs to pay the facility charge to the reception venue. The venue charges 12% of the total ticket sales as well as a fixed fee of $200. So 12% of the sales plus a $200 fee. If their fundraiser sold $3,200 worth of tickets, how much money does she owe the reception venue? Okay, 12% of $3,200 plus $200. It is not F. I know that for darn sure. 12% of $3,200. This is 384 plus 200 is 584. That's what I get. Yeah? All right, next. More geometry. In the figure below, lines L and M are parallel. What is the measure of ABC? ABC. This angle right here. Weird. What's your thought process? Is 80?
135.
This guy right here is how much? C will be 55. Okay. 135 is right here, so this is 135, and this angle right here is 45. And 45 and 55 makes 100, so 80. Is that what you said? That was pretty good. That was pretty fast. D. Very nice. Okay, the function y equals f of x is graphed in the standard coordinate plane, blah, blah, blah. That is disgusting. One of the following graphs in the standard coordinate plane shows the result of rotating the function 180 degrees clockwise about the origin. Oh,
Oh,
what's he going to look like?
okay.
He's going to look like K? I believe you. 180 degrees is just half of a circle, so he'll be over this direction, but that hump will go like this. Yeah? So K. Okay, that was not that bad. That took up a lot of space, though, for them to put all those graphs in there. Okay. 15. What's the largest possible product for two even integers whose sum is 22? Oh, I know this.
Could you increase the damage of your,
Eli knows this. What?
can you increase the damage of?
Two even integers. Yeah. So, like, this would be 2 and 11 or 4 and nothing, 5, 6. Oh, no. I'm sorry. Sum is 22. So 2 and 20, 4 and 18, 6 and 16. I'll show you how this works just so that you get an idea. 8 and 14 or 10 and 12. Which one of these is going to have the biggest product?
121.
10 and 12. The closer the numbers are, the bigger the product will be. So 120 is the biggest product. Yeah? Okay? I think we've talked about that before in maybe even in trig class. Like if you're trying to fence in an area, the lowest use of like fence, so smallest perimeter but largest area is going to occur when that thing is the most square. Now this isn't a perfect square because they say even integers. So you can't go on 11 and 11. 11 and 11 would actually be even better because that would be 121. But they say even integers. I probably honestly would have circled E just because I didn't catch the even until Daniel said it. So I would have gotten this one wrong. I would have said 121. Whoops. All right. Number 16. The three statements below are true for the following element sets, Q, R, and S. Okay, all elements of Q are elements of S. So Q is here and S is here. All elements of S are elements of P. So P is here. No elements of R are elements of P. So R has to live over here because R doesn't live inside of P. So all elements of S are elements of Q. Not necessarily. All elements of P are elements of S. Not necessarily. All elements of R are elements of S. No. No elements of Q are elements of P. That's not true. No elements of Q are elements of R. Yes, true. Got it? So draw little bubbles. That wasn't that hard to figure out, but there's a lot of words in there. Woo. You don't remember those? I don't know if I've seen many of those. I don't know. But anyway. Okay, one of these guys conducted a survey of 30 students. That's going to be your total. 6 pizza toppings, each student, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to skip to the last sentence. What is the angle measure of the sector that represents the number of students who selected pineapple? Pineapple is 2 out of 30. And then we take that times, I want degrees, times 360. 2 over 30 times 360, whatever that is. 24 degrees. Yeah. All right, 2/30 times 360. Okay. All right. The line is graphed with the standard xy coordinate plane. What's the slope of the line? Oh, you know how to do this. What do we do first? 3x minus 7y equals 4. What? No. I want to find the slope. What? I've got to solve for y. I've got to get y by itself. So it's in mx plus b form, right? All right. You want to add the y over? So 3x, I'm going to subtract the 4. 3x minus 4 equals 7y. Then I divide by 7. So which one is the slope? 3 over 7 is the slope? H? Yeah. Yeah? Y equals mx plus b? You're looking at me, Billy, like I'm speaking Chinese. Does that make sense? Good? Yeah? Okay. All right, 19. In order for, what time do we get out of here? 47?
Yeah.
Okay. In order for seedless watermelons to grow, a third of all watermelon plants in a field must be pollinators, and 2/3 of the watermelon plants in that field must be fruit bearing. Pollinators equals a third, fruit bearing equals 2/3. Okay. If a farmer plants 3,111 watermelons per acre of a field that covers a total 26 acres, how many of the plants need to be pollinators? 26 acres means nothing, right? Does it? Oh, I'm sorry, per acre. Yes. Take this times this. You're right. How many plants need to be pollinators? So this times that, and then take that, a third of it, right? You're right. And what do you come out with? B, 26,962. Perfect. That wasn't that bad. Okay. Which of the following belongs to a linear function? What do linear functions do? Up and over the same amount every time. This is going up 1, up 1, up 1. This one's going up 1, up 7, up. So it's not F. Which one's going up the same amount? J, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This one's going down, but that's fine. As long as it's going down by the same amount, right? J. This one is not. This one is definitely not. And that one is not. So J. Hey, that one's not too bad. Linear. The perimeter of a certain scalene triangle. So a scalene triangle looks something like this, whatever, is 150 centimeters. The side lengths of the triangle are represented by 6x, 3x plus 9, and x plus 21, respectively. What is the length in centimeters of the longest side of the triangle? Yep. So added those together, 10x plus 30 equals 150. Subtract the 30. 10x equals 120. X is 12. Okay, and which side's going to be the longest side? Probably, I don't know, one of those two, maybe?
6x.
You think 6x is? This would see 72. Okay, 12 into there is, this is 36 plus 9, so this is 45. And this one is, I don't know, 33, so 72. Yeah? Something like that. That was like a real quick, you got to really think. Okay, the statement blah, blah, blah is true for. They just want you to solve it, right?
They just threw out parentheses in there.
Yeah. 4x minus 2x minus 3 plus 5 equals 2x plus 8. Let's do our math here. 2x plus 2 equals 2x plus 8. Ooh. Minus 2x. 2 equals 8 if you subtract the 2x. When does 2 equal 8? Never. No values of x, right? I can't plug anything in to make those two sides equal. Nice. Okay. We're going through this rather fast. I bet you we're doing like decent on time, honestly. I don't know what time this class started, but I bet you we're doing okay. In the figure below, K is on JL. And the measures of M and K, okay, M, K, N, and K, J, K, M, are 90 and 155. Okay. If it can be determined, what is the measure of L, K, N? L, K, N, this angle right here. No, the other one. L, K, N. Can we figure that out?
It's 180 minus 1.
Yep, so this would be 25, right? And then this would be 65 because they have to add up, so 65. Yeah, very good. Observation of a certain bacteria colony has shown that its population of cells doubles every 5 hours. That's like 5 to the x power. No, doubles every 5 hours. Never mind. Given that the initial population of cells in this colony is about 7 million, that's like your value of P is 7 million. Which of the following values in millions would be closest to the number of cells in the bacteria colony after 25 hours? How many times is it doubled? 5. 7 times 2 to the 5th power. It's doubling 5 times. 2 to the 5th power is 32. 32 times 7 is whatever that number is. 224. And that's in million. Yep. Okay, anytime you're like doubling or whatever, that's an exponential function. to that power. Okay. A box contains 14 green. I'm start listing these out right away. 9 red, 5 blue. How many additional cubes must be added to the 28 cubes already so that the probability of randomly drawing a cube is 5/7? Okay. 14, 9, and 5 is what? 28. Okay. All right. I want that to be equal to 5/7, and I want it to be green. How many green are there? 14. I'm going to add x to that and add x to that, right? Adding x to this top number for green is just going to add that same number to the total, okay? Then I can cross multiply and divide, right? So 14 plus x times 7. 14 times 7 is 98 plus 7x equals 5 times 28 is 100 plus 140 plus 5x. Okay, if I subtract the 5x over, I get 2x equals minus 98. That is 42. Divide by 2. I have to add 26. I have to add 26. Wait a second. 21. I'm sorry. 21. 21 marbles. Yeah? What?
Probably wouldn't have gotten that wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway. That was weird. That was a weird one. But they're proportions. But you're adding the number to the pot, so you're adding to the green and adding to the total at the same time. So you're adding x to the top and the bottom, and then it's just a cross multiply divide. Okay, which of the following expressions is equivalent to this thing? What is the 4th root of 1296? Is it 6? And then x to the 12th, if you take the 4th root of that, which option is that? It's got to be either by f or g. It's f, yep, because you divide. So 12 divided by 4 is 3. You're not subtracting exponents. Okay, so f. One side of square PQRS has length of 21 inches, and this is a square. 21, 21. A certain rectangle whose area is equal to the area of PQRS has a width of 9. Width of 9, what is the length? 21 by 21 is 441. Okay. I want this to be 441. How do I figure out what x is? Divide by 9. And that is something? 49. Perfect. That was really fast. Draw a picture. Really fast. Okay? 28. 28. If the event planners had already sold... Oh, wait a second. Oh, gosh. Event planners are setting up tables for an event. Each table holds a maximum of 5 people. And the room holds a total of 15 tables. A ticket is available to... That's 70 total? 75 people? Okay, a ticket is available to be sold for each seat in the room. Since the event is for charity, some donors are gifted free tickets and other tickets are sold in advance. If the event planner has already sold 60% of the tickets, what's that? 60% of 75. 45 tickets are sold. And 20% of those remaining tickets, how many tickets remain if there's 45 already sold? 30? 30 remaining, and 20% of those tickets are given to donors. What's 20% of 30? 6? 6 are given away, okay? And so 6 of the 30 that's remaining are given away, so 24 remain to be sold. But guess what's listed as an answer? 30 and 6. And just about every other computation that we've done thus far, they always list those as answers. Ah, awful.
I found the amount of tickets that would be remaining and then took it times the 75.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah, that would work. Yeah. Yeah, that would work. Perfect. Yep, and you got it faster. All right, a minimum of 2 people must sit at each table. If a total of 60 people attend and are seated at the event and no tables are empty, what is the greatest possible number of tables that hold the maximum number of people at each one? A minimum of 2 people must sit at each table. If a total of 60 people attended or seated, and no tables are empty, what is the greatest possible number of tables that hold a maximum number of people? So, you have 15 tables, right? 15 tables, 15 tables, 15 tables, right? Okay? And there has to be 2 at each table, right? So 2, 2, 2, 2 at each, right? That is how many people? 30 people? Okay? What? I don't have 15 tables. I didn't do all 15 tables. But 15 tables, and there has to be 2 at each table, right? So that's 30. If a total of 60 people attend and are seated, that means the greatest possible number of tables to hold the maximum number of people. There can be 5 at each table, which means I'm going to instead change this to, I'm going to make this a 5. I'm going to make this a 5. I'm going to make this a 5. So I've added 3 here, 3 here, 3 here, right? How many tables will be full?
Elevated minutes.
10,
Now you gotta see what the seat
right?
Yeah.
Because if you have 10 tables that have 5 at each, right? 10 tables that have 5 at each, that means you have 5 tables that only have 2, right? And that would add up to be 60. Yeah? That was kind of a weird, like, you might have to write out more work than what we did, but anyway, that was a weird one. Weird as to what they're asking for. Okay, let's do a couple more and then we'll stop. Which of the following inequalities is not true for positive integers y? Y has to be positive.
You would have had one help. Man, that guy would have been left at one.
It's not K. It's not J. It's not H. I don't know. I'm just going to plug some numbers in. Let's go with 7. No, it is F. That's not true. F is not true. Right? Which of the inequalities is not true for all positive integers? So, like, let's plug a number in here, 4. 4 is less than, oh, wait. That is true. Oh, shoot. I'm trying to go fast and then I lose track of it. So, F is true. Yes. If I plug a 7 in here, this would be 7 is greater than or equal to 3, which is true. So, it's not that one. 4 is less than or equal to 4 to the 3rd power. That is true. let's go 8 is greater than or equal to the cubic root of 8. That's true. Oh, I know. Positive integers? Positive integers.
What's the question? Yeah, it is greater than and equal to the smallest possible positive integer is 1. 1 is still greater than or equal to 1 divided by 1. And then
Right.
at that point, 1.
And then 2 would be greater than or equal to 1/2. So which one's not true? What? Integers are, yeah, whole numbers, like positive integers, so,
Say if we can do like half, then H would be
right,
full.
but that's not gonna
We
work.
can't do that. So, I don't, that would make sense.
Well,
So what if we get
oh, I know, G. 1 is greater than or equal to the square root of 1 plus 2. The square root of 3 is like 1.4 something. It's G. It's that it's not true. Which of the following is not true for all positive integers? So 1 is a positive integer, and so when you plug 1 in, it doesn't work.
Well, I was thinking about that for every single possible.
Yeah, that it was true, that it was false for all positive integers. That it's just true for not true for, it would just have to be one counterexample. So it's true for most positive integers, but not all of them. And 1 is the exception. Okay, well, we better stop there. We're gonna run out of time. Okay, all right, perfect.